17 and do things all over again. How are you, Henry?
Very good. It's going to be an exciting game. The Asian Derby coming up. I managed to speak to the manager of MVP, Can Yang himself, and he said the map they wanted to get was Mirage, and their wish has been granted. So that's quite exciting. It's obviously a match that doesn't mean much in terms of the landscape of the tournament, but in terms of who's the best Asian team right now, it means a lot.
It could mean. I mean, there's still a chance anyone can get through.
Of course, but I mean, like what we've seen so far from both of these teams, they've both looked quite weak, and obviously TyLoo's playing with a stand-in. MVP can't really go head-to-head with many of the top teams here. I think it's more about the pride of Asia right now and proving who's the best team from that region.
Well, and also I think that it's a bigger thing for MVP in that sense, because if you look at the head-to-head between these two rosters, yes, there's been changes, but it's something like 7 or 8 to 1 in favor of TyLoo.
I think it's 9 to 1.
9 to 1. There you go. So it's been. I mean, again, there's been some changes in that time, but still, it goes to show you which organization's still slightly ahead. MVP's trying to fly the Korean flag and bring them into Counter-Strike, whereas China's had a little bit more teams and involvement in the scene. So it's a big thing for MVP to beat these guys. It's a monkey off the back, if you want to put it that way.
MVP, a massive organization. They've got like one of the best League of Legends team.
They also have Rambo as a coach.
Exactly, and I spoke to him last night as well, and like he's obviously still trying to find his place. He wasn't a professional CSGO player, obviously a legendary 1.6 guy from 3D. He lives in Korea now, still working on his Korean, so he's like trying to bring the communication together as a team. Like it's not his native language, but he does speak it. So it'll be interesting to see how he develops. So far, they've been kind of struggling in this tournament.
They headhunted him as well.
Yeah, right.
They poached him. He was working for Zowie.
That's right.
As a product manager. Or I don't know what his official title was. I think like player manager or whatever, community liaison, rep. He would deal with a lot of the pro players and whatnot with their gear. And then MVP picked him up. Can Yang went after him. So much like they did in 1.6, where he built a dream team that was capable of winning a few events, Can Yang's trying to do the same thing now in CSGO with MVP. And it's going to be a long-term project, hence the name MVP Project. Yeah. But it's something they're willing to commit to.
Well, here we go then. It's going to be TyLoo on the CT side and MVP. Like we said, they wanted Mirage, they've got it. T-side start for them. 5 sets of armor. Interesting on Mirage. That's quite rare to see, I have to say. Normally you get 2 smokes almost every single time in the T-pistol. This suggests something quite slow and methodical, but we have got a bit of aggression towards middle from the CTs here. And it will be Didi and Joking pushing up towards mid, but they have fallen back slightly here.
Zoking's gone back with Didi all the way. So they didn't even really peek around the corner. They started to look and then fell back immediately.
For now, we do have Didi pushing up towards middle. Not getting anything for this. A very passive hold from the terrorist side. Bombs down towards the B apartments as well, but you can see that mid control coming in. Didi is pushing a little bit further. Argency is waiting for him. We said this would be a battle of wits, really. These guys practice against each other every day, and Jason pointed it out. This would be just a battle of the anti-strats coming in.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, to go up mid and then fall back and go again is kind of interesting that you're getting that much of a read, trying to go early on them, trying to know what they're up to. But MVP strikes first. Good kill. Look at somebody, though. Gets in behind. Hello. Easy, quick kill. Bomb will be dropped temporarily. He's got one on either side, knows it. Takes the next fight. Down goes Rinda. And it's going to be somebody that holds off Zion inside of the B apartments. He'll be pinched off from both sides, so does win one battle to get himself away. But watch the underpass. Was occupied temporarily, or was it? No, I take that back. It's Catwalk. So I thought Zoking was down below. He's actually on the mini-map, just wrapping around the L-turn. And HSK is going to greet him. So this actually gives the advantage back to MVP, despite that it looked like somebody had put himself in such a good position.
Well, this round should be tied up at this point. It's a 3 versus 1. They're heading towards B with 15 seconds. The plant will come in momentarily. Captain Mo, unfortunately, doesn't really have much ground to win this one, but he has got the kit and smoke. So it's going to take a bit of heroics here, but maybe he can get something going. He's going towards short. And in terms of utility left of the T's, like we said, 5 sets of armor. So they'll be holding up and just trying to have, as you would say, that trifecta of doom towards the B side.
Yeah, I would say that. I feel like you're just part of Illuminati, and that's your way of promoting the triangle.
We've just seen that bomb timer coming in as well, Matt. We haven't had that yet. Anderson 7 had it yesterday.
It's true.
That's pretty cool. 40 seconds there. Looks a nice little feature added here at Starladder. But there it is. Quite a strange pistol round, I have to say. It's always going to be a little different from what we're used to casting. The fact that TyLoo are getting towards B apartments like this and pushing all the way towards top of middle before any sort of kills are coming in, that's quite strange, but still interesting nonetheless. And it's going to be MVP picking that one up. Just holding very passively to the start, waiting for the TyLoo aggression to come in.
And 3 AKs. They do go for 2 UMPs, but a lot of teams will go with 1 or 2 rifles and predominantly SMGs. So the fact that they're going rifle heavy is interesting to note. Force buy obviously on the CT side. Round 2, they'll go for CZ75s and Deagles 157, and then armor on everyone, including head armor.
Yeah, and Captain Mo joining in as well. Obviously the AWPer for the team, and he'll be going for the force buy. So that limits him with the AWP in that first gun round. That's if they lose this, of course. They're obviously going to be very confident in these pistols. It's going to be a bit of an aim fest going forward. Both teams very talented in terms of their mechanical skill of Counter-Strike. As we get into it. basic map control coming in from MVP here, obviously getting towards short, a bit faster than the previous round, just waiting for a CT to maybe overextend, and unfortunately for Argency there, gets absolutely battered by the CZ, but the HSK reply comes in.
Barely comes in. 7 HP left for him. He's got to be careful. That nade would have taken him down if he went back toward ladder. He stays at the corner. Somebody knows that he's likely far away, given that the nade didn't find him. So peek far and then look to the ladder room. It comes out with the former. He gets the first kill. Big miss from HC. What a snap around from Kaylee. I thought he still had him dead because his back was turned, and then he finally realized where he was being shot from. This is looking all right from TyLoo. Bomb down on Catwalk. Both players over toward B, but 3 players, the 3 remaining from TyLoo, all around that bomb, looking toward the smoke. One to consider behind them inside of the window, but the shot comes in from Captain Mo. It's down to Kaylee. He's only got 16 HP, and he'll be taken down by Zoking.
There it is. The force buy from TyLoo working out, and then some. That first kill from the window with the CZ75 is very impressive indeed, I have to say, especially at that sort of range. He outduels the AK, and then the round falls apart for MVP. They didn't really seem to have any sort of idea as to where they were finishing up that round. They got a bit of short control, but they were so exposed from short, ladder room, window, connector as well. Weren't really covering the ground too well, but there it is. TyLoo will be picking that one up. 1-1, we have a force buy in return, of course. MVP will be getting Deagles, PD50s, and some Tech 9s. They have 2 smokes to work with. That suggests a basic execute coming in. Not really giving anything away so far. The bomb's heading towards the B apartments, and Zine he's towards the Palace area, trying to just see if any CTs start to go aggressive here, but it'd be quite rare at this point. You've got the rifles picked up, obviously scavenged AKs from the previous round. They'll just be holding crossfires and making sure they don't go down to any sort of deagle nonsense. The 1 minute 30 mark, and you'd imagine with these 2 smokes, either going to be the execute with the smoke towards jungle and the steps itself, or maybe towards B and smoking off both archways and trying to flash over and trying to swarm the CTs might be waiting for them.
So Rinda will set with the Tech 9 inside of the B apartments and look to try to get inside of B. Somebody's there. Bring out that old meme back. Twitch chat, have your fun. Get it out early. It's a long day. Today's the day with 9 best of ones, in fact. Is it not?
I think it is. It's going to be a long one.
Yeah. Let's just go in. Blinded off on Catwalk. This is a reasonable time to use the split screen because you can see both approaches of the defense. The crossfire that is set. Somebody snaps back well to take out Rinda. Zine and Argency left alive. Excuse me. Zine's done well, but he's in a 1 versus 3. 12 HP. Gets it down to just 2. Chances of winning limited. He needs an ace. And like I say, 33 seconds. He may have the bomb. They know where he is, and they've got 2 players waiting for him. Low HP is going to take 1 bullet. If he gets the bomb down, he's done well here. Both players toward checker gives him a chance.
20 seconds remaining now. Didn't go for the plant. It would have been possible for him, but he fancies going back to the A site here. Definitely has time to get the bomb down, but whether they'll let him do this is yet to be seen. They don't seem to be moving from this kitchen area, so he might well get the plant down. Considering they're actually swarming the B site now, it's almost certainly going to happen, and he might just have a chance of winning this one. Maybe.
Yeah, that's pretty good to get to A that quickly. If he can jump on the first shot quickly. Ooh, I thought they were going to confront each other right away. He may do. Thinks about A main. Decides Tetris instead, wants to peek aggressively as well because of the HP. Needs to catch them off. If he's predictable, he goes down. They're both going to peek. Needs a headshot. Gets 1. Surprisingly, no response, and Zine walks back out. He's got 2 with 12 HP, and that's an ace to clutch out round 3.
Not bad at all there from Zine. An ace. Amazing work. And considering he had 12 HP there in limited time, he makes the call to go towards the A site. And you can see what TyLoo were trying to do. That was technically the correct decision. Stick together and try and retake the site once he gets the bomb down there. They didn't want to be separate and give him 2 one-on-one situations. Want to give him 2 targets. But unfortunately, they just assumed he was still on the site there, maybe in towards Palace. Tetris seemed to be the perfect position in that manner. And he manages to find the spray down and win the round with an ace, no less. It's going to be 2-1 now as MVP steal the round back. Another force buy in return there from TyLoo. CZs, UMPs, and a Deagle. Joking has got the M4A4 though, so maybe he can get something going here. We're having a look towards mid here. This is Didi with the UMP. And we saw some crazy games so far this tournament in terms of force buys back-to-back and no one being able to run away with certain games, but I feel like this could be a similar prospect going forward.
Well, Argency with urgency toward Catwalk and into ladder, clears that position, rounds the corner, but taken down by a pistol. CZ75 seems to be the pistol of choice for the Asian teams. I have to say they use it quite frequently and with good success. 3 of the 4 remaining players for the terrorist side. MVP going to be sitting inside of the apartments, as we dubbed them yesterday. But there's 2 who make it 1.5. Somebody naded down to 13 now. Inside of the B site, waiting on the defense. They're going to Molotov off toward bench. They may have overlooked because that Molotov didn't spill the fact that somebody's in the corner, but good pickup from I'm told it's pronounced Kale, like Christian Bale, so I'm going to call him Batman as he gets the shot in the back of the sight.
That's not bad. Well, here we go then. The bomb's down. It's going to be a 4-on-3. No kits available for TyLoo here. They need to make a decision. They're going for this. They do have the M4 towards the B apartments as well. Jockeying smoked out, and the Deagle will go down as well towards Kitchen. Not really much they can do at this point. I'd say save the M4, and it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. Almost impossible to win the round without the kits here. Let's try and take the M4. Maybe you can make something happen in towards the next round. So MVP finally get a couple of rounds in a row here. Towards the B side they went and managed to trade effectively. Kale picking up 2 frags. As you're calling him Batman, I'll call him Patrick Bateman.
Okay. I thought you were going to go with Joker, Robin.
Oh, no. Patrick Bateman's another Christian Bale.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm aware.
Why would I go Joker?
American Psycho, is it not?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
well done.
that's what I thought. Don't worry about the plastic. I'm just painting or renovating or whatever he says.
I've got to return some videotapes. It's my favorite line.
Yeah. There you go. I heard that you wanted to actually reenact that movie in real life.
Yeah, wouldn't mind.
Who would you pick as the supporting actors? Just so I know that I'm not on that list.
We'll think about that. We'll get back to it. Here we go then. It's going to be that saved M4. And Joking was still with that M4A4. Towards A we go, though. Contact play does make a lot of sense, right? The A side, lots of trading potential here for the AKs. And they're just waiting up for the initial aggression comes in. Captain Mo tries to face towards A ramp, and he gets taken down. No need to commit at this point. You've got the 5-on-4 that quickly. That's a dream scenario for a T side, especially up against the anti-eco. But it's going to be Joking finding one of the players actually walking up towards the A ramp there. Equals it to a 4-on-4. So a lot of work to do here. If they can recover that AK, it's a UMP, I beg your pardon, but that's at least something to work with.
Pop flash down toward A main to clear it. HSK doesn't want to risk any further damage going in toward that position, so now that he knows it's clear with an 8 as well, he can start to set with his teammate. Ooh, Molotov, I think, bounced off the high part of the arch and didn't quite land where it was intended, but they can start to split A is the point now that they've cleared that back. Good shot from Argency to take down Zoking is going to leave that as a possibility, because if he goes down, take out the second prong to the approach. Bomb planted safe behind triple. DD still wants to try and fight back in the window. Drops the UMP out the window, though, which is going to make quite a noise. They should know they're in there. And around the corner, Kale's got 1. Goes down to DD. HZ from range. Ooh, actually dinks up Zine, you know? But it's DD already saving his M4. He's gone toward the Bartmans. I'm going to make that a thing.
You're trying.
I always have the great Jaden rounds.
Yeah.
Bartmans. What else do we have?
I think that's about it. Money, baby. You've got.
Yeah,
that's what you like.
We've got a few things. Yeah. We're making it happen.
Yeah. So you can see the bomb timer coming to an end there. Bomb goes off, and DD will be saving the M4. So, oh well, apparently not. They get a few frags towards MVP, but it's going to be 4-1 now. They're certainly the underdogs. We saw the odds going into this one. It was like 4-1 in favor of TyLoo. So the fact
is, I was going to pick MVP too.
Yeah, really?
I really was. I thought today was the day. I felt Can Yang. I felt it in my waters, as Chad would say.
Like we said, like they wanted to play Mirage here, so it was interesting that TyLoo allowed them to get onto one of their favorite maps.
Well, TyLoo also like it.
Yeah, of course, but you'd think at this point, obviously TyLoo being the better team, you maybe wanted to get rid of your opponent's best maps, but I guess at the same time maybe play to your own strengths as well. We'll get into round number 6, and it's going to be a weak buy for TyLoo. Captain Mo, this kind of force buy mentality they've had is damaging them slightly going forward. Captain Mo, very, very proficient AWPer. He's going to be down to the M4 here. No kits available for TyLoo. They probably need to get a little bit more aggressive here. You can see them kind of flirting with the idea of pushing towards a ramp. HZ will be waiting in that position, maybe going to be flashed over momentarily. They really do need to find a frag to get them the man advantage right now. They can't handle a full execution. You can see the 1 minute 20 mark, no kits, 1 smoke and 3 flashbangs. That's not going to be enough to hold off a full set piece. That smoke's gone as well.
SK wants to try and open things up with the AWP. Captain Mo yet to have his out based on the way things have transpired. So he'll have to wait a little bit longer, even though he does have an M4 in this round. The only silenced M4. Zoking will wait, smoke down, Molotov through it.
Yeah,
I'm sure the intention of that Molotov, you know? Unless they just doesn't want to be counter-pushed as they switch back to B.
Towards B we will go, and now how do they hold them off? No smokes or incendiaries. Comes down to real fragging here, and DD lights them up with 2, and it's going to be the heavy man advantage as well, but HSK is fighting back with the AWP.
Yeah, decent shot up close. Op's going to be ready, posted as well. Bomb, problem is not planted, is down inside of the site. He needs a little bit of support to get to it. He can't elect to go alone. Oh, he spotted one window. Elect to go alone. He was hoping Argency could get a little bit closer. He's going to leave the ball and then pick it up and give it right back. But then gets set for the window. Argency's already found a kill, and HSK makes up for it. It seemed like indecision, but somehow they find the man advantage. And HZ has only 30 HP to work with. He's going to try and work back out the doorway instead. Molotov clips the other doorway, doesn't bounce correctly, so it actually gives him a point of access. Thankfully, HSK swings, and he'll find the kill.
Another big round there for MVP. They had some heroics from Zyne to allow them to get the ace clutch coming in, and now MVP fighting back after it was a heavy man advantage for TyLoo. The retake is so difficult there. They didn't have smoke flashbangs to even get out of kitchen. And HSK stepping up with the AWP, some close range actions, you pointed out, towards our bench area. And then nice intelligent play as well. His teammate Argency was actually in the connector the whole time they're executing towards B. He's holding rotations, didn't find anything from it, but makes his way up towards short. Time was ticking away. He comes up and calls that area clear to take a bit of a risk that no flanks are coming in, and it's the right call. TyLoo all rotate through kitchen, and he gets dropped the bomb. And then HSK protecting him with the AWP, hitting every single shot. And Didi did everything he could. He said he comes out the fragging at this point with no grenades, and they had that heavy advantage. But here's the replay of the AWP, and poor old HZ only had 30 HP to try and win the 2 versus 1. Not really going to be possible, especially when he didn't have the kit as well. Couldn't really buy himself much time. So 5-1, MVP starting to run away with this one. Has to be another eco here as we get Didi on the UMP. There are some Caesars and Deagles. They managed to cause some damage with these weapons before, but don't really have much to work with. No armor, well, apart from the 2 players who have body armor, but you find it hard to believe they can actually do anything with this.
Mo's going to be in position to get an op with armor in the next round. If he didn't go Deagle here, he might get more utility along. He's got 2250. They're going to get a lost round bonus of maximum. So the $3,400 to win, he'll leave himself with enough. But we'll see if they can do better than that in this round. We already saw them win one with limited pistols and weaponry. That was round 2. Not quite the same buy from MVP then, though. They had 2 UMPs and 3 AKs. Now they've got an AWP and 4 AKs, plus full utility, of which they'll start to deploy it onto the B site to clear out the position toward Van.
Yeah, this is looking promising, though. They're just eradicating risk, uses the Molotovs to flush out any kind of tight choke points. See if they can get that first pick once again. That's always an idyllic situation if you can find the 5-on-4 nice and early as a T side against these ecos. It can spread the CT defense a little bit thin, and you can see them getting a bit antsy now. The CT's trying to make something happen. 2 towards A ramp as Zyne. He finds jockeying, and it's going to be that 5-on-4 we were talking about.
Smoke will go down. Up flash in towards A main. I thought I was going to see a smoke. I hear one, but I thought I was going to see it closer into connector. It's actually gone toward the window. HSK is going to take down Didi, but bomb is down. You're right. HZ pushes through and takes out Argency. So even though they take the site from connector, oh, look at somebody. He's waiting, gets the AWP player down. That's going to cause some confusion because they've got to go 2 directions to try and find him. They do manage to get him, and it becomes a 1 versus 3. Look at the flank timing, almost perfect. Captain Mo with the flames down in front of him is going to try and slip through that as soon as they extinguish now, and a gap in the smoke. 2 go toward connector. Bomb planted for it in a smoke because they wanted the safe plant. They didn't have the information as to where Mo was. But he's made it in toward Tetris. Oh, Kale just barely spots him. If he wasn't spotted, he may have gotten 1 in that situation. I don't know about the round, but he'll go down, and now it is 5. Make that, 6-1 for MVP, but the op is out.
Yeah, that was a bit dicey for MVP there after getting the bomb dropped at a round of time ticking away. The CZ player on the A side manages to cause some damage, but not quite enough. And a double AWP setup comes in that for TyLoo now. Somebody and Captain Mo picking those up. Obviously, Mirage lends itself to the double AWP setup. We've seen many top European teams presenting this, and we'll see whether they can make it effective. 6-1, TyLoo not picking up the second round force buy. Haven't really got much going on Mirage as of yet. This is a best of 1. Loser is going home. Both of these teams on 0 for 2 at the moment.
That's true. It's our first elimination match 3 days into the event. The Swiss system reaching its final stages. Good shots and exchanges. Mo finally gets the op going. He's got 2. He's got an up-close position. Argency's scared to take it. He knows what Mo is capable of. He's getting there slowly with the shoulder bait, but Mo does respond. Not before somebody gets taken out. It becomes a 1-on-1. 3 kills for Mo. The first round, he has the op. And he's going to relocate into connector as well. Smoke up close. Interesting because it leaves Mo with only 1 side to peek, but Zyne is actually going to, I thought, stay above on top of the box. He's actually going to watch toward jungle. He's got to be very careful. Mo's going to walk out. Swap to the M4, and he's on the right to nail it.
I'm interested in the position that Zyne went for there. When he deployed that smoke as well, right? He knows he's coming from jungle or the connector. He stands in the open and almost exposes himself. it's Captain Mo who's got to strike first. He should be touching the bomb before he even gets the chance to see the terrorist at that point. Run the time down. You know the money's going to be tight for them. He didn't have a kit either. He's actually probably quite happy that happened. I'd be hiding in Palace towards a Ram Tetris, just buying as much time as I possibly can. Don't give him a jewel. You've obviously lost track of him. You know he's going to be coming from these two positions. Just buy yourself as much as you possibly can, and Captain Mo stepping up tremendously there. 4 kills in total, and I thought this was the end of the round. Ooh. But Captain Mo, the little no-scope there, and that's the angle I find very strange, considering he had so much time and he knew exactly where he was. Get yourself somewhere hidden, but there it is. TyLoo do bounce back, but unfortunately only 1 player surviving for them that round, so 3 UMPs. Captain Mo still has the orb. Lose this, it's definitely going to be a double EK.
That's the thing, though. Captain Mo has the op. Look at what it did in the last round.
Yeah.
And DD does have a rifle to complement it, but he's going to go aggressive. I would have expected one of the UMPs to try and take this fight inside of middle. But he'll put the M4 on the catwalk instead. Kale sits down at Horseshoe, doesn't want to try and push up to the top of the ramp. Just waiting for perhaps the aggression from DD. Again, these two teams know each other very well. It's not an interdomestic rival in terms of Danish versus Danish or Swedish versus Swedish, but it is the Asian teams, and they themselves are very closely knit. Yeah, exactly.
But it does kind of count in the same sort of manner, right? Because
it's the same group of practice.
Yeah, it's like there's only 3 teams kind of competing at a European level that come to this event, and they want to prove who's the best right now. In this game, one of these teams getting knocked out, I guess that almost decides it at this point.
Well, DD's going to finally strike. Does so when the nades come down, tries to spray transfer. Can't quite get to HSK in time to take him down, but puts him on 70. And then he runs back down smartly onto catwalk to get toward B, knowing as well that they were over toward the apartments. Good pickup from DD to burn Kale. He'll go down to Rinda, but great job from him in the round to get 2 kills and a significant amount of damage on a 3rd. It gives Zoking the perfect opportunity to flank. Makes a bit of noise, but down goes HSK. Rinda's a sitting duck. Somebody hits him with a jump shot. And Zine is in a 1 versus 4. They'll avoid that reset and double eco potential. And I think Zine's just going to give this up 16 seconds, back away with the AK-47.
Yeah, I hope you can hear the Asian casters on our headsets. You can hear them getting absolutely hyped for this one. Obviously, they bring the entire team over to cast these big games and kind of represent the scene itself. And every kill that comes in, they're going absolutely wild. It's really cool to hear. But there it is, TyLoo picking up that round. Some nice aggression towards middle there. As soon as he sees the flashbangs come over towards middle, he uses that opportunity to strike. He's always going to get 1 frag at that point. The reset time for the flashbang, he always guarantees himself a kill, as he did not get flashed at all. And then the backstab coming in from Zoking as well, managing to pick up a couple of frags. Good work by them. And in terms of the money left over for the T side, it's not looking great. We have 1 AK purchased by Zine at the moment. They're trying to balance the books right now and drop some weapons over. I don't think they'll be fully investing this round. They will take a pause at this point. And here's the frag charts for you, Zine. 10 frags after that ace he got. That does make a lot of sense. Yep. And there it is, frag leader for them. And somebody on the TyLoo side, 9 kills, 7 deaths. They're starting to get into this game now. It looks like it will be a force buy overall. We are using the rule set of 3 pauses per team. And like we said, the MVP have the coach Rambo with them. This is their tactical pause, and he'll just be deciding how they approach this next situation. 6-3 is the current scoreline. The buy is starting to come in now. 2 AKs, a UMP, and I think I spotted a good little as well. I think I can see it on the floor. There it is. Yes, indeed. As we get into round number 10. A big one, I have to say. This is TyLoo money is not amazing right now, but they have got that double orb set up back out once again. And this makes sense from MVP. It's a tight buy. Get some smokes out. Full execution. We haven't seen these set pieces as of yet. Let's see if they can get that bomb down and force a clutch situation, perhaps.
Zoking will sit toward jungle and watch off window as well. He's got dual responsibility, given that they go for the aggressive stance inside of A, and they're also pushing into the B apartments for early information. There's a lot of ground in mid. Oh, that's got to be a hit. Mo's got to hit that. Back turned on the way in, tries to beat the flash, misses it. Instead, will burn Kale alive. That's a direct trade from the grave because he's already gone down to the same hands, but it's somebody to peek back out with an AWP, 1 of 2, the double op setup. And it's going to give them the man advantage temporarily as Rinda, stuck against the walls, trying to find his way back through a smoke, turns in time to find Zoking. 3 HP left to work with, sure to go down to DD therefore. But it's Zine and HSK, one of which is on a Galil HSK, limited in his weapon, to pull this back. And he's stuck inside sandwich leg spotted. Mo knows he's there. Double scope to make sure he doesn't make a mistake on a shoulder peek. And the bomb is there. He's also called to his teammate. So, ooh, DD thought he could easily walk in, but they overlooked the second player. It's Zine to get another, and HSK goes down, but Zine's still there. Mo, with 2 big misses in the round, is going to cost them.
Yeah, huge misses there as well. That's the force buy from MVP. What really works about the set piece in that scenario, the double orb setup, that's a bit of a nightmare. The full set piece, if it gets in and you don't find those initial frags, and like I said, Captain Mo misses some key shots there, that's going to cost TyLoo overall. And MVP do strike back and have a big clutch situation. 7-3 coming in, and the money is in the proverbial bin at this point. 7-3, and they have to go for UMPs and a scout. DD brings out an M4. This is a must-win round at this point. It's going to be double eco after this. Let's see what they can do. And it looks like we're sending ourselves towards another A execution. 4 players heading towards A side of the map. We do have one towards the connector as well. Argency making fast work towards middle, but it looks like, oh, Captain Mo was going to spot him, but he's going to be smoked out as we get into the 1 minute 35 mark. This will be a contact play. No smokes coming in, and they said needs to find some kills there. Can't make it happen. Jokin gets one, but he's going to be taken down shortly after.
Yeah, just a scout for Mo as well. He's just trying to spam it down through mid. We saw those 2 quick shots. Mo jumps out window. They've got the rotation back around from B. Good play from DD. Brings it to 3s. Low HP on Zion and Kale could be a problem for them, but Zion again continues to fight forward aggressively despite his HP disadvantages. And he finds yet another kill as Mo has to back away. Molotov does damage, but yeah, I think
low HP.
Desperate for information at that point, I guess, trying to figure it out, but you're right, it's low HP, and this is the bigger problem. They flank out one on Zion. There's no need for it, and Rinda's in a weird position on the site. Mo's got that with the scout and TyLoo. Welcome to round 4.
It's so hard to watch sometimes, though. You know they're on UMPs and scouts. They're not going to have kits or even grenades. Why are you giving them the jewels on your low HP? It doesn't make any sense. 3 players alive, you've got the man advantage, and you're running towards them 1 by 1, not watching your flanks. You're so tunnel vision and trying to find the kills straight away. When the bomb goes down, the attackers become the defending side, right? You should be making them come to you and committing, touching the bomb before they even see anyone. The CTs are loving that. They don't even have to go near the bomb. They don't even tap it to fake someone out. Like, they just get given targets at low HP as well. Poor flashbangs towards connector. And that's another misplay from MVP, I have to say. Forced by in response. We said that was a must-win round for TyLoo. They just about get away with it. Looked unlikely at one point, but here we go. 2 Galils, 2 Tech 9s, and a UMP for the Korean side. And aggression coming in from TyLoo here. We can see DD pushing his way towards top and middle.
Yeah, Cat Smokey's going to try and take advantage of the lineup as well. 3 players there. Zoking over the shoulder, Captain Mo down below, and Mo says, no, you stay close. I'll watch the underpass. And they'll go. They'll start the fight. Good trade back. There's 2 here. There's another trade. It's got to go. Oh, that's got to be a kill. I thought Mo was going to whiff on that, but he has bomb. Problem is they give up underpass going that far up middle. And Rinda is able to walk back out. Very fast round. Minute and 17. We're down to a 2 versus 1. And all the exchanges inside of middle. HSK is the last alive. He's at A. And it's a UMP for him to work with as he starts to get into jungle. He's going to try and wrap around them and surprise them.
I thought he was going to go to window there. That would have been so perfect. But, I think he's been spotted. H had seen him and should punish at this point with the AK-47. Takes him down. Another tight round there, but aggression from TyLoo, managing to find that first pick and then pushing off towards short. And it was a bit of a brawl, but TyLoo coming on top and starting to close the gap now. 7-5, and this should be a full eco at this point for MVP. I'll have a look at that overall money. It's about 2.4K across the board. There are second stage loss bonus. Can't really afford the partial buy here. Maybe some P250s, a couple of flashbangs, and see if maybe you can force your way in towards the B side maybe. A bit of buy up next round with the loss bonus coming in at 2,400.
Smoke down and toward A main and a decoy at the inside of it for whatever reason. Good measure. Ooh, Molotov deep. Rinda's inside of it, only with a pistol. Second nade, somebody moving. Does he try and strike, especially with the shots being rattled in? Somebody's got no idea. He's up close. Chance to strike. Somebody's given himself up. A little bit, I guess, aggressive and ambitious toward B. Timed it well, Rinda, and he's got an M4, but Mo's ready for it as he wraps on the inside of the smoke. DD in toward the B apartments will take down the bomb and back off into the underpass as Zine tries to track him down. Bomb will be grabbed again. That'll allow them to work with it, but 13 HP left for Zine. And Argency on 100. I'd give the UMP to Argency. Zine's feeling confident.
Well, we'll see what he can do here. He's going to be spotted. That's Argency towards underpass. Surely not long for this world, as he wants to take the duel with the PT50. Interesting decision. I guess he's taking the aggro away from Zion, who was going to face towards top middle, and this duel decides it pretty much. And nice work from Joking and HZ there to finish the round. And it's going to be 7-6. It's going to be a very close half indeed. And like we said, third stage loss bonus. No bomb in that round, but if there is enough to buy AK-47s, they could get an orb. It'd be glass cannon for sure. But I don't think that's going to be the play. We'll probably get 5 AKs here and see what they can do going forward. Fine, just yet. But DD, he's on the AWP this time, not Captain Mo. To be fair, Captain Mo, like you said, some big whiffs there. Maybe he's not feeling 100% confident with the weapon today.
Started great. Yeah. First round of the 3K and then swaps to the M4 to clutch the 1v1. But yeah, the next round, weren't able to succeed. Next round where he was in an important situation, I should say. It wasn't the immediate round after. Somebody waiting toward Cat does spray down toward 1. Decent damage to Rinda, but does lose that duel, leaving us in 4s. He goes toward Connector, but not quite deep enough to do anything to Mo. He's just burrowing his way into the corner, and it landed at the bottom of the steps. Head shown. DD takes the bait.
Lead 4 and 4 for now. AWP going to be positioned towards the B side of the map. Looks like he's heading towards short as well. 2 players, in fact, actually going towards that position. They're going to maybe boost up here, and it's actually going to be coming in. Oh, we can spot ahead. Easy kill there for DD. Might get a second as well. I'd fall back at this one, considering you flashed in a position given away. They're still going to be fighting their bomb down towards Connector. That might decide the round, as this duel going to be very important indeed. And maybe we do have a lifeline here for MVP. Just DD now in the 2 versus 1. Bomb yet to be planted. It's down in Connector, but KO will be picking it up. With a smoke down, there is a gap, and that shot misses it. That could decide it now.
Could indeed. Bomb going to be planted. DD on the op this time, not Mo, as you mentioned. And the flash out. Kale's able to escape. DD doesn't get anything from that. He's still going to look fireboxed. Did he even see that?
No, I don't think he did. I think the flashbang was actually effective. It was a high-risk maneuver to get towards CD Spawn, but they pulled it off.
I thought maybe he saw it and couldn't get the shot off in time, but he has no awareness. So yeah, he's definitely pulled it off. And him burrowing that far into CT, and the second player being this far out toward A, that's so much ground for DD to have to try and cover. This should be MVP 100%.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's done. And Zine peeks it as well.
Yeah, that looked like it was TyLoo for sure. After the boost comes in, easy kill towards Connector, and that gap in the smoke. If DD hits that, so many small little plays there that could have been, didn't work out, and TyLoo will not be winning this half. It goes 8-6 in favor of MVP Project. We have a little replay here of Kale's great work towards the Connector in short position as well. Finding frags as he goes, but here's the replay of what we've seen so far in the pistol. And we go to the final half. We do have Captain Mo on the AWP there. They're swapping the roles around here. It's a weak buy. CZ, UMP, 1M4. Captain Mo really needs to step up here, and he's heading towards middle from what I can see. He's in the window connect position. And in terms of the buy for MVP, no AWP for them. XSK down to the UMP himself, and he's towards the B apartments.
Apartments.
Apartments, sorry.
You're right. It's okay. Forgiven. Somebody will spot HSK back off the position on the platform, not wanting to get naded down, rightfully so. 1 smoke remains. Glass cannon for Captain Mo. CT's very, very limited with 1:12 for MVP. Loaded to do whatever they like in this last round.
Absolutely. They know the money's going to be weak for TyLoo, considering they've been going in with the double orb setups and some tight rounds as well. Lots of these coming down to clutch situations. Even when TyLoo are winning rounds, it's like 1v1s every single time. So difficult last round for them here. We hit the 50-second mark, and no one fully committing as of yet. It looks like MVP are setting themselves up for an A split. You can see those guys adjusting at A ramp to throw some smokes in. That looks like the jungle and step smokes. And they're swinging off towards short as well. Boost towards window. This is looking promising. Not going to find any contact just yet, but this is lovely from HSK. Close range weaponry, and he finds the first frag as well.
Good recovery from somebody, though, to get him back. HZ tries to find Zine. Strike, well, the iron is hot toward Palace and catch them off guard, but not going to work. And Mo is already forced back down the CT stairs as well. Good flash, secondary flash. Lots of time to try and move away from that, but unfortunately didn't look away in time and had to back off. 2 versus 2, though. DD does manage to get Kale. He's going to smoke off the bomb right away. Molotov towards C2. Ooh, lucky DD didn't jump in front of that and ruin it. But the full rotation, this is actually get on it. They've got a kit on somebody. Get on that. The smoke's still going to be deployed. Argency's just getting there. He's got the lineup. Oh, he's perfect. He's perfect on the lineup. Very common. People miss that. DD's picked up the same kit, gone for a wider angle. I think he may have it because little is Argency. Oh, DD gets off it, nails the shot, back on it with the kit, and I think he's just got the time. It's going to go 8-7. TyLoo. Close round, and DD with 3 kills.
Yeah, it wasn't the most beautiful CS play this half, but it's certainly very close. Lots of tight clutches there, and that's another one. It seemed like MVP had that one tied up, and the CZ kills coming in back and forth, and the lineup, like you said, perfect. We thought he had it locked down, but DD holds his nerve and manages to pull it off. Well,
that said, it means we're 1 round the difference. We'll take a short break and be right back. some good scrolling of stats there in the halftime, but the one that stands out to me is the last one we just saw. Captain Mo had 4 op kills in the entire half. He had 3 in 1 round.
He did indeed, and then he gets one after that. That's why he gave it over to DD perhaps. Wasn't feeling 100% confident today, and sometimes you have to just accept it. And we see a lot of teams kind of adopting that mentality. Chris J comes to mind sometimes when he was playing with Dennis and Co before. Oscar joined, obviously. Sometimes he'd be lights out, sometimes he wasn't really feeling it and have to just swap it over. And that happens, and sometimes you just have to admit it and think, what's the greater good right now? I just keep missing shots, or I'm going to just pass on to someone who's feeling a bit more confident today. Either way, MVP. They do lead at half-time here, 8-7 in their favour. Lots of clutches there. One comes to mind as well, the Zion ace to really pull back the game in their favour. And it's going to be very standard from TyLoo. This is what we come to expect on Mirage. 2 smokes, normally towards jungle and steps, sometimes towards CT spawn, flash out, trying to overwhelm the CTs, who have got 2 HEs, interesting enough, and 2 kits, which is quite rare on the CT side.
Zion will get in reverse fire. They're going to drop down. Kale's going to take a lot of the bait, takes the kill as well onto Zoking. The stand-in. As Argency does respond, Zion's waiting. He wants to hear that bomb planted and swing out. He may just get a kill on some. Oh, that's a big problem. Sparzov goes down. Perfect position. Can't make it work. Thankfully, HSK does make up for it. That was a bit awkward. Good shot from afar to take Rinda low. In fact, with a Glocky walls, it nearly gets the shot to the right. But yes, the constant peeking.
They love it, don't they? They can't stop it. When you've got the huge advantage that both Asian sides just want to keep facing relentlessly and finish the round off, they're not seeing the bigger picture at this point, and that's something they really need to work on. If they want to be serious contenders on the world scene, they really need to kind of working out how do we guarantee round wins instead of trying to have the flashiest plays and end situations as quickly as possible. This time it's fine, but the low HP player facing from the A side didn't really make sense to me, but they put it off, so no harm, no foul, I guess.
They're all Pikachu fans.
Yes, I assume they are.
I assume CSGO and Pokemon Go are both popular things.
Yeah, possibly.
And they're trying to combine them. Somebody will get down below and use the Tech 9 to drive-by shoot. Jets a boost up in the window as well as teammate shoots at the vent to disguise and mask the noise, but Argency's aware of it and walks around the corner. Quick kill from him on the UMP.
This is big now from MVP. This is a full force buy from TyLoo. Captain Mo does find one in return with that Desert Eagle. Once again, he's on the force buy as well. And HZ trying to get something going towards Connector. But there's still back and forth kills coming in. DD down to 27 HP. He finds the kill on Argency, and that should decide his zone with the Captain Mo kill. Now just a low HP player. We mentioned window facing once again.
Word,
good lord.
Both of them. Both of them. HSK 1 HP. That was fun.
It's a bit much sometimes. It's really hard to watch. Like, in terms of the way they're playing Counter-Strike, obviously they know each other very well. This is probably the style they're used to playing against each other, and it wouldn't really work in some of the top teams in Europe, but I guess if both teams are facing relentlessly, it kind of balances out. But there it is. MVP go up 2-0 here on the second half. They already won the first half, and it has to be a full eco from TyLoo. Once again, Captain Mo joining with the force buy. He needs to be very limited unless a bomb goes down in this round as we enter number 18 here.
DD. Deagle. Bumping into his teammate, but Mo gets a shot. The rest go down. That's a very, very quick round.
Yeah.
Lots of mid-action in this
5
game.
5 duels towards middle.
I like it. Let's do it again.
Yeah, right. Well, it's the first gun run coming in, like we said, no AWP available for Captain Mo. He's actually got $4,300, so he can only read the AK here. No bomb plants at all, so they'll be extremely limited. They do get 4 smokes. DD with absolutely nothing. No Molotovs to flush out any CT players here. Not so much a bonus round for MVP, lots of exchanges there. So they bring out the AWP for HSK, and they have 1 UMP on Rinda. We'll see what happens here. And Zion tries to jump towards short. He actually fails to jump and just rushes up towards middle instead. Let's see whether he can find his first kill.
Zion dodges the flash and looks back toward the corner. Dodges 2 more and tries to peek, but no one's there. They go lock and key inside the cubby. DD will start to work back, having prodded out the underpass toward B apartments, and it's Argency, Rinda, and Zion all there at this point in time. Smoke down, spray into it. DD doesn't want to let anyone get up close. Ball, meanwhile, will go back to mid a little bit later this time, minute 12, so not immediately in the round.
Well, mid presence coming in now from the terrorists, smoking off towards the window room. They've got 2 smokes remaining. It looks like they want to go towards a B split at this point. Connected, not smoked off, though. That's a problem. They're just going to straight up face this. Oh, goodness. And they do get away with it for now. It's absolutely fine, I guess.
They've got 2 smokes. The problem is that DD and Mo are the ones that have them. Oh, no, I take that back. Zoking has one. He's at mid. He could have smoked that, but they elect to go. Now they made it by. HZ will take down Argency. That's inside of the site. They've got a boost from Rinda. Good read. HZ again to take down his second. HSK, though, is there, and wrapping around the corner,
smokes.
there's, no need, because they've got the bomb down, and he's blindly trying to rush toward the bench position. Zoking waits, the flash comes through, he's able to pick up one, swings out, looking for the shot on HSK, he'll find it. And that will now be 11-8. TyLoo.
It's making me feel tense, and they run like past connector with no smokes whatsoever, no flashes. Like most teams have set piece smokes so they can throw from the top and middle, from T-spawn, in fact, that land on that CT side of connector, just so you can get up there. Like, obviously, the CTs might be aware, but they're even more aware. They're not watching you towards short and taking you down, right?
There's even an easier smoke. I mean, you could throw the one from in upper horseshoe, but you can also throw the one from the back corner where you line up with the rug towards spawn, and it lands on like the 4th step, so you can't see above it anyway. There's like a number of ways you can smoke
it's like, I'm getting nervous watching that. I'm like, how tense must they feel as they cross towards short? And they know there's AWPs up as well, but they do manage to win the round. It's an eco here for MVP Project, 11-8. And we're having a fast A split coming here through the connector. Makes a lot of sense when you're up against the pistols. Trying to find the players towards Shadow and A ramp, and it's going to work perfectly here. Somebody in DD open things up, and obviously trying to do what he can with the PT-50. Does some damage there, but ultimately taken down. This is a clean-cut round now for MVP. Final player towards Palace, and somebody deals with him as well. Very fast round once again, but it works, and TyLoo have a clean sweep.
Clean sweep indeed.
Here's the frag charts. HSK, 21 frags. DD not far behind the 20. We'll have a look at the underperformance as well. Rinda on 7 kills and 11 for the player I just missed as well. We'll have a look. It's going to be Joking. So
the stand-in.
The stand-in from Vici. Another team we've seen. We saw them at the minor last year.
They've
right?
also made a number of changes. Yeah, we saw them at the minor, and I think we saw them here last time.
I think so as well. Yeah, that makes sense.
I think we did. Because it's 5 power here as the 3rd Asian team this time. Who I thought that was my safe bet yesterday. I thought that was my way in.
Your wild card.
That was my wild card. That's okay. Sorry, you're right. That was my free kick. If I had got it, I would have had it over everyone.
Exactly.
But I was wrong.
Tough times for Sudoku.
Sadokist. How many nicknames do you guys have for me?
I think that's it. Sadokist is my favorite.
Sadokist is good. That's amazing. That whole ordeal was amazing. Zion's going to push all the way through apartments at Palace, and HZ's ready for it. I was going to say that's bomb. If he doesn't get that kill, bomb goes down, foils all plans and forward positions from TyLoo. But good awareness, good read. Somebody's also wrapped around to get Rinda, trying to get back in from the ladder. Spots him from catwalk and now can put his attention over toward HSK, who I think he just spotted in the window. He's going to try and get away with his AWP, last alive. So TyLoo's going to bring this to within 1. It's going to go 11-10. And MVP seem to have lost momentum as well as money.
Yes, they have indeed. They're a 3rd stage loss bonus after this, so that's $2,400 on top of the 0 they currently have right now. Something to work towards, though. HSK trying to save his AWP, but he will be pincered in. You can see it on the minimap right now. Could have players coming from all angles. Joking does get taken down. And HSK might just do this. He seems to be very aware of all the possible dangers here. He will be still towards the underpass. They won't be heavily committing just yet, but Captain Mo still trying to lock him in towards that area, and his teammate HZ knows he hasn't fallen back as of yet. We'll go for the face, but I thought he was going to get taken down, but the AWP does get dropped. HZ finds it, and another very aggressive round from MVP. They're pushing towards Palace, middle, and it's just such a brawl here on Mirage. It's not quite standard play. Obviously, aggression is part of the map itself on the CT side, but these guys take it one step further in almost every single position, and this has to be a tactical pause for MVP, I'd imagine. It's a strange time to take the tactical pause here. You haven't got any money to work with. You're full eco, essentially. I'd prefer to see how these rounds go on and see where the money is going to be lying before you take your next pause, but maybe it's a chance to calm down and just kind of reflect and let Rambo to have some input at this stage.
Yeah. Not a bad idea to let him get in there and come up with a solution.
It's not really a solution at this point, though.
Well, yeah, okay, sorry. But to keep them on track, I should say.
I guess, like, this is obviously the first tournament that I know of that he's present with the team. He's still kind of learning and kind of adjusting, like we said, like his career.
First international tournament, I would say.
I guess that's probably fair. We don't obviously follow the local scene there, but as far as I'm aware, he's still working his career and trying to have some input to the team, work out how he's going to kind of articulate himself to give them what they need to win these rounds. But here we go, pretty much full eco for MVP. It's going to be PT-50s and DD, contact play by himself, bit of a risk, but it's paying off so far.
Yeah, but look at how many people there are here. It's a full stack. Go B, lads, go B.
They like to fight, so...
Go B, go B. OJ's singing that somewhere, I know it. Good shot from Motor, hold off the rotations. But look at this flank. Zion's the one that's picked up the gun as well. Oh, this could be
an oversight.
Thankfully, the bomb goes cat. That could have been huge if they went back to B apartments. Could you imagine?
Yeah, that could have been quite interesting, but he won't get what he wants. So that's the AK, but like you said, go B after finding that initial A stack. DD gets one, taken down, but it's still the man advantage for TyLoo with the bomb planted. That should be round guaranteed at this point. Nothing really to offer up a retake here. 11 to 10, TyLoo will be tying things up. We knew this would be a close game overall, and it was MVP with the early lead after some amazing clutches. And they will still be struggling for money at this point. They have 2K in the bank right now. They get 2,100 on top of that. So with the AK save, they should have a decent buy going forward, and we'll see whether that pause delivers any greatness for them.
Well, scoped and ready. Somebody's got Rinda down. Kill will sit with the Deagle, and all things will end as they are. Bomb is now no longer defusable. Run away. What do you think of the timer? I think it's a cool addition, but I think it also kills suspense, perhaps, on those close calls.
Well, I guess the idea is it's very clear for new viewers as to...
That's true. It does bring some good things.
When the fact I like the bar as well. It says this is the moment you don't need a kit. This is when you need a kit. It goes from green, orange, red, right? So it kind of gives you that details for the viewers at home who may be watching on a smartphone or something like that and can't necessarily hear all the volume, and it kind of just gives them an idea as to what's going on. Like, obviously, it does kill some of the suspense, but still, if it's coming down to the 6-second mark and you're running towards a bomb trying to defuse it, it's always going to be a bit exciting as to what's going on. So I don't think it gives too much away.
I think it's kind of like...
It's a new idea, and we're kind of experimenting with this event.
I think it's kind of like X-Ray, though, right? It was the same debate, like, oh, X-Ray makes it too obvious, but at the same time, it brings a lot more context to the game, so... Yeah, I think X-Ray, like I say, I always think X-Ray off during replays or something to show. I know a lot of new viewers ask that, like, oh, it doesn't seem that tactical if they can see each other. Well,
yeah, so many people to say that to me, like my family and stuff who watch the game. It's like, how would you not grasp that? But obviously they don't watch esports or games in general, so it's something that helps people out.
Well, a lot of casual gamers come from console games, which have certain game modes that may have stuff like this, and they think it's just the way it is. I mean, it depends on your background in gaming as much as anything, too.
Now, a bit of a brawl towards middle once again, but it's going to be an equal situation. Zyme boosted towards middle. This is always a very interesting boost, but it looks like it's going to be pre-fired, and oh, it is. Hits him, but
Mo
getting the kill.
Close so many times, hasn't he?
Indeed.
Can't quite light them up today. Again, he's going to... I think he's getting antsy. He's normally very disciplined with shoulder baits. We saw it in the first round. He had the gun when they... I think it was Argency tried to push him inside of the window room when they were sitting back. Now he's trying to fire at everything. I think he's trying to force it. HSK has the op on the other side. He'll start to rotate over towards stairwell, so no one anchoring the A side, and by that, no one playing CT stairs that can control the pace and force out utility toward that position. Obviously, they'll still put some in that position, but he's not there to try and foil their plans on the way through. But from the top of the stairs, he does find one. Has to be careful behind it because DD's already got a kill. He's going to try and get closer to DD. Set and ready, headshots on the AWP. Tries to go for more. HC does get one, but then drops down to Rinda. It's Mo to go for the plant. Immediately, ooh, gun. Would have been a nice thing to have in his hands. I know he was low on time, but had no clue what was on the other side.
Yeah, I guess he just has to take a risk at that point, trying at the bomb and hope the player's not going to face towards his spawn. He knows his teammate isn't going to be with him, but still, bomb comes out, you're right. Maybe just have the AWP out in case, go for the no-scope, but unfortunately, he tries to plant on time at about the 5-second mark. You can't really blame him. As we get to another advantage here for MVP, but plenty of money available for TyLoo. They had tons of cash. They can just win one of these rounds, it completely breaks MVP. So they might have to leave for now, but it might be short-lived. We'll see what happens as we get to round number 24. Zyne getting aggressive here towards underpass by himself as well. M4 in hand. They know they need to make something happen here. If they lose this round, it's maybe going to be a disastrous situation for them. So he's going to try and find that first man advantage, fully committing to the push as well. He's got backup from the B apartments from his teammates. RGC leading the charge here with the UMP. So they have got lots of map control. This is tons of information, Matt. And we'll see whether they can capitalize at this point. Leave one player in the apartments. The other two rotate back towards A. They're taking a bit of a gamble. There's almost certainly going to be an A-sided attack.
Bounce the smoke off the B. Onto the cat position. All these cats and no dogs, Henry. It's so racist.
Okay.
I'll let you think about that.
Yeah. Just stew over that for a moment.
Yeah. Jaden's not pleased. That's why she has a round named after her. Argency inside of the site. Ooh, Mo gets in, gets time, and sets towards CT immediately after. It's all due to the fact that Argency looked the other direction at that time. If he was staring up there, you would have expected the UMP to win from that range. But Mo's got a good position. Bomb goes down. It's a two-man retake with Zoking already pressing. Goes down, though, with the flash. Bounced back up. Therefore, it does become a bit of a brawl in the site, but it's down to one remaining. Mo is burning, burning, and burning indeed. 14 might get away. He's got a hold behind the boxes because Rinda could catch him on the AK, and they need to keep players alive. He's just trying to make this expensive, but somebody's had enough of that. It's 12-12.
We said that was going to be a nightmare round for MVP to lose. They win the big clutch in the previous round, but like we said, one player surviving is not going to be enough to keep their heads above water here. And MVP with so much intel at the start of that round, they pushed 3 players towards the B apartments, get full control of the map, but we've been calling Captain out some whiffs and certainly delivered in this round. A headshot towards CD Spawn and a close range shot on the side as well. He's going to find TyLoo tying up the map here, 12-12, and this might be a double eco. Right now, they've got about 2K average across the team for MVP. They'll get 99 to the next round. They can buy up around that, but it won't be great. Some players maybe down to shotguns and a couple of deagles perhaps, but round's not over just yet. They do get PT-50s, and we've seen plenty of wonderful things happen with these pistols, and Zion does face towards the apartments and gets the kill. Lovely shot from him.
Lovely indeed. Zion with another assist now that he's picked up the AK-47. Making it work with the limited weaponry. They've got the man advantage. And Zoking is going to try and push all the way towards CT and cut off rotations. Finds 1, finds 2, sprays down 3. Very well done. Vici helping out TyLoo, and they've got the lead. Finally, TyLoo.
Yeah, well, they do certainly have to lead, and do MVP buy up into this. It's pick your poison time. You buy up into this situation, which I think is the wrong call at this point. I think you allow TyLoo to go to 14-12. This buy is going to be poor. They can afford an AWP with 2 players on 3,300. That's going to mean, oh, okay, 3 SMGs. To be fair, the UMP, we normally talk about it as almost a rifle itself in the right situation if used correctly. Lots of close range propositions for the CTs at this point, so they're relying on HSK heavily here to deliver. It'll be quite a tall order. Goes towards the middle. No smoke down for now. He will have some vision towards that area, but there it is. The smoke towards window will take away his advantage. Flashbang comes in, and Joaquin baits out the shot. So they will get some mid-control at this point. Molotov towards connector. I'll just see he's waiting towards short, though, but he's only got that UMP. Can't really challenge towards middle.
I've been corrected. We have Pop Dog on train. How could I forget? As Kale tries to push back in, does trade favorably, but then it's taken back because HZ picks up a kill. HSK can get one more. We also have the new dog picture in Inferno.
I thought you said it was a wolf.
It's a hound more than a wolf.
Okay.
Doesn't have enough loose fur to be a wolf.
The mane?
The mane. The lion's mane. Rinda's jumped up as they approach. Needs to peek back correctly. Molotov will go toward the window, but one's already dropped down. They split and map Mo. Captain Mo with the Tech 9 is able to get the kill. Faces to the door, and down goes HSK. They are aggressive.
They don't want to flash, they want to Molotov it just straight up base, and to be fair, with the AWP, that does kind of make sense. And Captain Mo with 2 frags once again coming to life in the latter stages of this second half. KO now, no kit. Molotov in 3-on-1, I would say save the weapon. This was a risky situation. Okay, yeah, get the AWP. That's probably the best call at this point. They go into the next round with 3rd stage and no money. So, this is why I'm saying this is the round they probably want to force up and then have a real chance instead of 3 UMPs in the AWP. Okay, might not survive.
Somebody's trying to spray him. Ooh, good shot. I'll give you that, Kale.
Not bad.
Healthy as a kale salad. And dead now, of course.
Dead now, of course. Captain Mo really lining up the scoreboard here. Pause comes in once again. This should be their final pause from what I can remember. 14-12, and like I said, 3rd stage lost by on the CT side. That is not enough. That's why I said it's the safer bet to eco the previous one and still have lots of money into this round, and you're not allowing TyLoo to get to match point. They certainly were the favourites coming into this one. It was a really exciting first half of MVP leading for the majority of it, winning the half, and even winning the pistol in the second here, but been struggling with their economy, and the pause comes in. I think they know their fate is sealed at this point. They have to take a full eco and allow TyLoo to get to match point, and they can only really aim for overtime going forward here. And pause comes in. The final buy. Oh, what are they doing here? Hold on. Okay, partial buy. I was going to say, are they going all in? No, it's just going to be Desert Eagles, a couple of sets of body armor, and a diffuse give a KO, just in case they do find some frags here.
Just in case. Double op T side, though. Against pistols as well. This could be problematic if it doesn't open up well for them, especially glass cannon on DD.
Yeah, that's a strange call, is it not?
That's very, very strange.
You know you've like got them down to nothing, and you going up against the pistol with no armor, just for the sake of having double orbs, I don't think that's worth it. But
that could be a misread on the fact that they're expecting a force buy, because, pistols, if you miss a couple shots and all of a sudden you get to push a site late, thankfully they've got Mo to get the opening pick.
Yeah.
Here's where DD becomes vulnerable. Up close, no armor. Deagle in the backside. Oh, he gets lucky. He gets away with that, to be fair. And Mo comes in to bail him. Both ops and connector as well. Some very peculiar play style going on, I have to say.
Yeah, but they're both playing the same sort of Counter-Strike, right? They're both being very aggressive and avant-garde at this point. It's going to be Captain Mo pushing through the vent of an orb, no less. I'm not sure what that's about.
Look at the HP now. DD's on 3 with no armor. Somebody's on 16. Zoking's on 7 gone. Take that back.
This is nuts.
Thankfully, they managed to collect it, but that's very risky. And now they're looking at the second op. Do they want to pick it up? No, they're going to stick with the single.
I guess he has lots of money. One player on 16k, but going through the vent of low HP up against the pistols just to kind of finish the round off, that seems to be what they want to do. Finish the rounds as quickly as possible. It was almost suicide for Captain Mo at that point. But 15-12, the money starting to stabilize for MVP. 3 rounds in a row required now. This second half has been really rough for them. That's actually 4 rounds in a row now for TyLoo.
It's been 8-1 in this half.
Yeah, right. So...
No, that can't be
8-2,
sorry, yes. It was 9-6. 8-7. So, yeah. Sorry, no, I'm wrong on that. Okay. Sorry. I was looking here. They got the first 3, so it's 8-4.
8-4. There we go.
I was going to say, they got from 8 rounds to 12. It's all right. Arithmetic. Flash out. Zokin gets down. Oh, that's your teammate. It's actually not. See, this is the thing. Vici said, all right, we'll help you to a point. But at some point, Vici Gaming is going to strike, and you're not going to know when. Zoking, you tricky little guy. Kale gets taken down. Zoking will at least make up for it to get Kale, because DD did get taken down with a pushback through that smoke. It's a 2-man advantage now for TyLoo as well in this, the map point. The final round, potentially, round 28. As Rinda will put a Molotov back up in toward the apartment. Sign manages to find Zoking, so it goes the other way now as MVP start with the man advantage, and Captain Mo with an AWP is still rotating in from the underpass.
Yeah, they have a minute to work with here. HZ will be joining up with Captain Mo here. Still a tough round for MVP. You can see they have no kits. A couple of players low HP as well. 1 kill comes in favor of TyLoo. That's an equal situation. Then a chance to get the bomb down as well. They're leaving this site open, but you can see that Zine is towards the palace area, so he'll be trolling that area and just hoping he can maybe just get 1 kill before he goes down, but a boost comes in. And to be fair, they are watching it, and it's going to be quite an easy kill for HSK. Headshot at that. They're loving it on the other side.
Yeah, the production. Yeah. Not bad. So MVP finally get a gun round. It looks like they'll get maybe the second. That'll be 8-2 in gun rounds with the 3 off the pistol. Fight to survive a little bit longer now with the money still massively built for TyLoo.
Yeah, absolutely.
It becomes another gun round where I think, in fact, okay, so Mo's going to stick on an AK. Somebody's going to take the AWP. Does somebody have a spawn for it?
Or something? Not really.
No, it's the same.
The DD's got the best spawn he can AWP, but somebody might go towards B apartments maybe. Yeah, okay, so he wants to try to get that pick. Maybe someone's going to get aggressive in that area.
Mo did have an A-side spawn, so that, I mean, it's not like it was a crazy good spawn, but it is slightly better for that reason.
Yeah, somebody goes towards the B apartments. Having to find the first pick. Bunny hopping around, pushing. Wow, this is very fast.
Wow, can we get on somebody? I know there's an exchange because Rinda has already got somebody with an AWP inside the B apartments. At mid, they'll go back and forth. HSK finds one, but if somebody was able to get in there, or DD even as well, who followed up, that could have been huge. That was very fast. Things stabilize at 1:18. Kale goes firebox. Zine will sit in the balcony.
Yeah, this is it now.
That's some decent bunny hop, by the way.
That was very fast. I know you're a fan of that.
Yeah, I mean, the new movement mechanics are very, very limiting for bunny hopping, and he nailed like 3 in a row there. That was very good. Zine does manage to take down DD. That's Zoking to get the response, though, but Kale's sitting toward firebox, as we mentioned, and he's able to swing out and find one more. Yeah, between the boxes, I don't think he spotted through it because he could have seen a player pushing in toward jungle. Zoking was heading that direction. Down again, TyLoo in this. Now round 29. This could go 15-14 quite quickly.
And the money's not great as well. They have 1 player on 8k, 2 to be fair, so they can buy into the next round, but it's going to be a 2 versus 1 now. HZ up against Rinda, and HSK does have the bomb on his back.
Starts to peek jungle. Has to consider off toward connector as well. No nade, no smoke to put down. 25 seconds, spots one, but they double peek him, and it's going to go to exactly that. Round 30, 15-14, and a chance for overtime.
Definitely a chance for overtime. 3 rounds were required in a row for MVP. They've got 2 so far. 1 more to do it. TyLoo still with the advantage. They do have a full buy here. Captain Mo, the AWP this time. Seems to be some inconsistency with that role, but Captain Mo certainly, in my head at least, seems to be the main AWPer. And we'll have a look as to what the last round presents as we go into it. We knew this would go the full distance, but here we are, round number 30. Argency on the Famous. Seems strange. I thought they'd have more cash than that. Apparently not. After winning a few in a row, I think some close rounds back and forth. Somebody going towards underpass, and the AWP shot rattles through towards middle, but not connecting just yet.
Urgency gets well and truly into the corner. They'll start to peek. They start to push up. They'll do some damage onto somebody. Smoke off. Urgency elects to go back off that. Damage will be sufficient for now. That's all to play for. Urgency's almost not sure what he wants to do. Pushed, fell back, pushed again. And as he pushes the second time, they've given up the apartments. They're going to go toward A. Good shot from Zine to start it off. HSK, though, has to be careful. Jumping up toward Ticket. He gets tagged to 5, and Zoking's on 1.
10's round.
Pardon me, HSK got tagged to 8. It's actually somebody, sorry, that got tagged to 5. Either way, it's HP advantage despite the low men toward MVP. Good flank in from Zoking, though. The 1 HP doing a massive amount of work. Bomb planted triple as well. Rinda's got to go aggressive. They will take down Mo. It's the low HP. 5 for somebody, 1 for Zoking. Peek correctly, smoke down. They're not on the bomb yet, and Zoking's going to give himself up. That forces a tap. Kid out. Kale's on it. Kale's on it indeed. He's down to 2. Has to get off to take somebody. 1 HP. Zoking's got it through the box, and Rinda's got a face jump shot. And he'll be fine. We're going to go to overtime.
The jump shot to finish it off. To be fair, 1 HP. That was a calculated risk, and he has got the kid as well. We are indeed going to overtime. So many tight clutches here, and TyLoo, it felt like they could do that as well, but such low HP to finish that situation off. It's a good plan towards short, but the shots connect. And TyLoo had that huge lead. I think it was 15-12 at one point, and just couldn't finish it off. So we do go into overtime. Everything's been reset. This regional derby to prove who is the best Asian team at this event is going to overtime. It's MR3 10K. And we'll be sticking on the same sides for anyone who's not familiar with the format. Here's the frag charts. HSK stepping up tremendously with that AWP, especially 32 kills for him in 30 rounds. Not bad at all. DD with 25. And Mo, he started to really come to life in these kind of last few rounds, getting some great opening picks and multiple frags. And we're getting straight into a map. And overtime begins. Double AWP setup on the CT side. They're really committing to this one. That's a heavy investment to make in overtime. Single AWP setup means you do have money going forward. If you lose this round, you'll almost be struggling straight away into that second one. So it's a bit of a risk from MVP, but double AWP setup on Mirage, very viable. You can see them. They will not be purchasing head armor for the reason it's not really required. It's very rare someone's going to be purchasing UMPs in overtime.
Yeah, very rare indeed. Double AWP. Going aggressive, MVP to start it off. HSK will play window. Smoke goes down. I expect that. Oh, I expect him to just click for the sake of it at that point. Elects not to. Doesn't give away that he's playing in the window. Good positioning from Kale, though. He'll take down DD as he tries to walk out from the underpass. Doking gets closer to the connector. I expect a flash almost to come over his shoulder from HZ. Does he have one? No, Molotov instead. No flashes. I'll smoke it, meaning they could push onto Catwalk, but they do have their 4th member, Captain Mo, toward A main.
Yeah, well, this is promising so far for MVP. Kale have found the advantage here. The boost towards short to find the pick in the B site. They will spot one in the apartments who can't connect just yet. 53 seconds now, and utility's limited. 1 smoke remaining on the T side. Can't fully execute here. They need to be finding picks.
Good shot, HSK. Zoking did manage 1 beforehand. But still the advantage for MVP on the double AWP. Zine's in a good position as well. Zoking's not going to check. Oh, he thinks of it, sees it, but realizes late. Double take's not going to work. Does relay for Mo, though. And allows for another as HSK HZ starts to get inside of the site. He's got to be covered by Mo. Smoke down, bomb plant. Ooh, he's not sure if he wants to go for the default hold. 20 seconds, thinks of it late, boost up. Taps to try and bait them out. Spots toward connector. He's really got nothing. Yeah, he's got nothing now at this point. As they, drop down. Can't even find the opening kill. MVP get the first of overtime.
Yeah, they're getting lively now. I can hear the roars coming in as they pick that round up. It's a strange brand of Counter-Strike we're watching right now. Lots of individual plays coming in. Doesn't seem to be much synergy on the T side. They're just trying to take jewels everywhere they can, not necessarily having refrag potential, but there it is. MVP will punish them for that play, and that double orb setup works out for them. We said it'd be a huge investment going forward. They managed to win that first round and keep the economy in a decent position. So we go into round number 2 here. No orbs to TyLoo. Captain Mo going down to the AK-47. And in terms of aggression for the CTs, nothing really coming in as of yet. Argency wanted to face towards top middle there through connector, but Molotov'd out. So that's not a possibility anymore. And he'll be trying to spot towards maybe underpass or use smoke to his advantage. That he will. That's another strange decision there for Joking, but he goes down.
Yeah, indeed.
Use that Molotov at the start of the round to stop him doing that, and then you go after it's being extinguished. That doesn't really work. Right? If you're going to drop the Molotov, then you cross.
Argency with a late Molotov to ward Palace. Somebody gets Argency. This could go the distance, Henry.
Yeah, well, for now, advantage towards TyLoo as we hit the 1-minute mark. They will be heading towards B, and that's where we'll have the AWP of HSK spots one, hoping to find the kill, and it's quite a clean one as well. Takes our next dead.
Ooh, chance to get somebody standing alone on catwalk. He's going to be pushed out by Rinda, though. And it's MVP suddenly looking to get 2 in a row with 44 seconds. DD's made his way into the A side. He's cleared it. Problem is, how do you confidently say that you've got it covered, especially if he pushes CT? The problem is he pushes CT, they can come back through jungle.
Well, this is the thing. They're up against it right now. He needs to find a pick. That's what he's actually trying to do. If he gets himself tucked in on the left-hand side of CT spawn here, stopping rotations, that could be interesting. The problem is he's kind of hung his teammate out to dry at this point. He needs to cross over from connector. The CTs are aware this will be a possibility. If he gets the bomb down, there's a chance. It will be coming in. And DD's position becomes very viable at this point. He has got HSK coming from the B kitchen area, and this is a very difficult position to predict.
HSK's actually going to go with his teammate.
They're bailing out. That's a good decision from him.
Yep, going to go stick together, doesn't want to give it up. DD, they have no idea where he is. Now suddenly becomes removed almost. He can swing back, but
2 smokes as well.
Yeah,
they're locked
far
out.
from this.
They won't be able to do much about this at tease.
DD hears them toward jungle now, realizes they're not coming this way at all. And that means Mo's got to start looking back inside of the site. Smoke on top of the bomb, quick tap. No one on it, they've got to check it. Fire in, double peek, Rinda able to take down Mo, and aggressive DD tries to rush in. MVP are going to get 2 in a row in overtime. And remember, the score between these two is 9-1 in favor of TyLoo in recent matches. MVP are looking very good to take this one.
Yeah, well, it was the 3-on-2 situation. Like we said, we kind of explained that as it was building up. They're trying to hedge their bets and getting that pick towards CT spawn, but unfortunately for them, once they did that, no CTs rotated there at all. They tried to play an intelligent round and stick together and make sure they're working as a unit, facing the same checkpoints and managing to refrag there. And as soon as that happened, the T's locked out with the smokes. Not really much they could do apart from spray through and hope for the best. Didn't happen, and MVP go 2-0 here. T side, the economy is not such an issue. You can have AKs across the board if you're losing rounds, as long as you're planting bombs. That's going to be 70-15 here. 1 more round to go. TyLoo desperate to pick one up here.
DD inside of mid has a smoke already in the window. He'll put that back in place, extend that time by which they have conceal. And now boost up Zoking. Elimination match back against the wall for TyLoo. Down 2 in overtime, 17-15, 19 wins it. Z thinks of ladder and then checks in toward B first. Didn't quite spot Argency. He's trying to bait out anything he can from in way of information from the players on B. Stack up inside of A as well, up close. I think there's 1 above and 1 below on the balcony position. Zine seems to be above, peeking in toward Palace. And then down below, they've got Kale, but it's a start for HSK. He takes out Mo again, op versus op. It's the battle won by MVP.
It is, and this is getting desperate now for TyLoo. Double orb setup just shutting them down time and time again. 40 seconds remaining. They have 1 smoke, an HE grenade and flash, and once again, there's walk into the crosshairs of these orbs. And luckily for DD, he manages to nail the shot there, and now maybe there's a chance, but Rinda is waiting for them, and he finds the first kill. And it's now 2-on-2 as DD fights back once again.
Somebody will wait on planted. Kale wants through. He's got to go through. Last of this half. That's to push. Not much he could have done in that situation, but Zine, he's pulled it back to a 1-on-1. He's looking for an additional kill, but can't get it. Somebody's there. TyLoo will at least get one in the overtime.
It's a get,
First
isn't it?
half, I should say.
They don't, the terrorists of both these teams don't want to see the Louder CTs even get near the bomb. They want to shut them down as they're coming towards the site. They don't want to buy themselves time. They want to take the jewels, take the risk. This time, though, it does work out, and TyLoo do pick up at least one round here in the first half of overtime. It's going to be 2-1. So the top of your scoreboards, look out for number 19. That's going to suggest who the winner is. It gets to 18-18, we do it all over again. Obviously swap halves at this point, and a double up set up for TyLoo as well. Somebody and Captain Mo on the CT side. They give one round away. That means MVP have at least got the draw. So looking to go in all guns blazing here with the AWP setup once again for a reason we explained in the first half. Double AWP setup, a little bit of a risk on the CD side. And this looks like a straight up set piece from MVP. Maybe predicting the double AWPs coming out and just trying to shut them down with the smokes coming in.
Side of Palestine will wait with the AK. So the double ops are common, it seems, on the CT side. Kale already in the sight, back turn flashed in by his teammates. He's going to try and get deep. Spots out HC underneath of the balcony. A great entrance as Argency follows that up. Mo gets blinded. This is going to go to map point MVP, surely. A 5-on-2 in a quick fashion. DD does pull one back, but bomb planted. A decent tag on Argency as he tries to push back toward A main DD. Designated driver was going to try and spot out one going back towards CT spot. Did see it, but can't do anything of it. As the smoke lands on the bomb, somebody's going to go for it. He's got the flash pulled. Oh, 1 versus 4. It looked like he may have a chance, but he gets found.
Quite a tense one, but there it is. Match point has been obtained by MVP. Let us remind you, this is a loser game as well. Whoever loses this match is going home, and we have the 0-3 mark. And it looks like MVP may just pull this one away as we go into the replay here. It was quite tense, but all the entry frags found. And you can see why that set piece is so powerful against the double orbs. It's very difficult to find any sort of opening picks. The flashbangs coming in as well, and they're pushing through the smokes at that point and stopping any rotations coming through. And you can see how that damages the CDs. After one round, somebody's down to the UMP. So Captain Mo still has the AWP available. We'll be bringing that out to round number 5 here. It's 1 more for MVP, 2 for TyLoo to take us to double overtime.
Two for TyLoo. And MVP could move on in this tournament, and TyLoo might exit. I knew I should have picked MVP. That was my way back in, Henry.
Yeah?
This was it.
If only, if only.
It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. But MVP, this would be tremendous for them. I'm sure you'll see some jubilation, elation, whatever you want to call it, when this ends.
Yeah, this is a matter of pride for them. Like,
yep.
They know they're probably not going to deep in this tournament, but if they can take down their Asian rivals, that's very good for the organization and them as a team. And there is a lot on the line here. It has been a bit of a brawl. These guys know each other inside out, but the B execution coming in, can DD and co hold them off?
Somebody's got a boost. DD's playing on the dumpster, just sees them on the way through, so he gets information, but he's taken down by Zine immediately. Bomb's going to be planted. Somebody has to drop down. I'm surprised by that. I'm surprised he doesn't just stay and try and catch them off when he gets his vision back, but I guess I stand corrected because 2 quick kills by him on the UMPs, upgraded to an AK-47. They have the advantage, but they still have to get in the sight and get the defuse. Argency wrapping around is going to deny rotations, and Rinda stays with 79 to pick up yet another kill as HZ tries to go aggressive. Argency's made his way back in. It's all down to HZ, and he's going to get found. MVP's going to win it 19 to 16, and they'll survive in this tournament. TyLoo's going home.
Yeah, it was quite an exciting game. Not the most textbook Counter-Strike coming in there. Some very questionable decisions in terms of the post-plant situations, but they pull it off. MVP, certainly the underdogs coming into this battle, managing to pick it up in overtime there.
Much
TyLoo.
calmer than I expected.
Yeah, you didn't expect them to.
I expected them to jump up,
wild.
like you say, a matter of
Secret
pride.
handshakes.
I thought they would. Wow, secret handshakes are reserved for that of only the elite.
Yes, okay.
Us included, obviously. We
Well, yeah.
showed that yesterday.
That
But
was great.
I expected them to get very excited over that because, again, this is a grudge match between the two, and beating TyLoo, sending them home.
Yeah.
Not bad.
That's what I was explaining in the pregame. Like, I don't think these guys will do anything further in this tournament apart from taking down their Asian rivals, but it said something, right? It's a very strange region in that respect. They do have some very, very good players, but the teams overall, they don't seem to have a understanding of how they can get themselves deep in the European scene. Obviously, when TyLoo first arrived, no one really knew how their playstyle was acting. They took down big names like SK, for example, right? You remember Malmo?
Yep.
That was huge. And since then, haven't really seen much from them as of yet. So hopefully they can kind of rebuild. This is a weird tournament for them, obviously having the stand-in.
It's weird how their playstyles changed so much. When we saw them at Malmo, they were so passive and so...
It's the
I
exact
wouldn't
opposite.
say timid. Now it's like peek, 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 peek.
Yeah.
Speaking of peek, I want to take a peek at you, Alex.